The classic film Psycho remains one of the most influential thrillers in cinematic history, forever etched in our collective memory with its terrifying scenes and unforgettable characters. But while the movie has captivated audiences for decades, the real-life stories of its cast members are equally compelling, though far more tragic. Behind the glamour of Hollywood, many of the actors who brought this masterpiece to life faced dark and often mysterious ends. From sudden and shocking deaths to long battles with illness and heartbreak, the fates of these 22 actors are stories of sorrow that mirror the suspense and horror they portrayed on screen. Join us as we delve into the haunting realities of the Psycho cast, revealing how their lives ended in ways as dramatic and chilling as the film itself. Simon Oakland as Dr. Fred Richman. Dr. Fred Richman is a psychologist who appears at the end of the movie Psycho to explain Norman Bates' complex psychological condition. He is the voice of reason, who explains the seemingly random and bizarre events in the film in a clear order. Richman is deeply analytical and always seeks to provide reasonable explanations for unusual behavior. However, his enthusiasm in describing the horrific details also makes the viewer feel uncomfortable, as if he too is caught up in the perversion he is explaining. Simon Oakland is a talented actor, famous for his strong and personality-filled roles. Throughout his career, he has participated in more than 130 films and television shows. However, in his final years, Simon faced a long battle with cancer. He underwent many treatments, including chemotherapy and radiation, but his condition did not improve. Even though he faced a lot of pain and fatigue, Simon maintained his optimism and continued working until he couldn't anymore. He finally died on August 29, 1983, just one day after his 68th birthday. Patricia Hitchcock as Caroline. Caroline is a supporting character in the movie Psycho, working at the Lowry real estate office alongside Marion Crane. Caroline is a young, cheerful girl who is always willing to help others. She has a cheerful voice and always brings a positive atmosphere to the office. Caroline is very close to her mother and often receives advice from her. In the film, she shares her mother's sedative with Marion when Marion feels stressed. Caroline is a likable character, always caring for others and trying to make everyone around her feel comfortable. Patricia Hitchcock, only daughter of famous director Alfred Hitchcock, had an acting career notable even though not as prominent as his father. She appeared in many of her father's films, including Strangers on a Train and Psycho. During the last years of her life, Patricia underwent many surgeries and treatments due to cardiovascular and respiratory problems. Even though I have to face a lot of pain and fatigue. She finally passed away on August 9, 2021, at the age of 93, at her home in Thousand Oaks, California. Anthony Perkins as Norman Bates. Anthony Perkins brought an unforgettable intensity to the role of Norman Bates in Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho. Norman Bates, the seemingly mild-mannered motel owner with a dark, twisted psyche, became one of the most iconic characters in cinematic history. Perkins' portrayal of Norman, with his boyish charm and underlying menace, captivated audiences and left an indelible mark on the horror genre. Norman's dual personality, where he embodies both himself and his domineering mother, created a chilling and complex character study. Perkins reprised his role in 3 sequels, further exploring the depths of Norman's disturbed mind. Anthony Perkins' life off-screen was marked by both professional success and personal struggles. He continued to work in film and television, taking on diverse roles that showcased his range as an actor. However, his career was often overshadowed by his association with Norman Bates. Perkins was diagnosed with HIV in the early 1990s, a diagnosis he kept private for much of his life. Despite his illness, he continued to work and remained active in the entertainment industry. Tragically, Anthony Perkins passed away from AIDS-related pneumonia on September 12, 1992, at the age of 60. His death was a profound loss to the film community, where he was remembered not only for his iconic role as Norman Bates but also for his contributions to cinema and his resilience in the face of adversity. Janet Leigh as Marion Crane. Janet Leigh's performance as Marion Crane in Psycho remains one of the most iconic in cinema history. As Marion, Leigh embodied the desperation and vulnerability of a woman who makes a fateful decision, setting off a chain of events that leads to one of the most shocking moments in film. Marion's character was complex, both a victim and, in her own way, a rebel against the constraints of her life. Leigh's portrayal of her, particularly in the infamous shower scene, was groundbreaking, leaving audiences both horrified and mesmerized. Leigh's ability to convey a wide range of emotions, from guilt and fear to determination and resolve, made Marion a character that audiences could empathize with, even as she made questionable choices. Her performance in Psycho set a new standard for horror films, proving that a movie could be both terrifying and deeply human. Outside of Psycho, Janet Leigh enjoyed a prolific career, with memorable roles in films such as Touch of Evil and The Manchurian Candidate. She was a versatile actress, capable of moving between genres with ease, from film noir to suspense to comedy. Her talent and charisma on screen were matched by her warmth and grace off-screen, making her a beloved figure in Hollywood. Leigh's personal life was equally significant. As the mother of actress Jamie Lee Curtis, she left a lasting legacy in Hollywood. Their close relationship was a source of inspiration for many, with Curtis often speaking about the profound influence her mother had on her own career and her later years. Janet Leigh faced a battle with vasculitis, a condition that causes inflammation of the blood vessels. Despite the challenges of her illness, Leigh remained strong and resilient, surrounded by her loved ones. Her final years were marked by the same grace and dignity that had defined her life and career. Janet Leigh passed away on October 3, 2004, at the age of 77, in Beverly Hills, California, leaving behind a legacy that continues to inspire and captivate audiences around the world. Lurene Tuttle as Mrs. Chambers. Mrs. Chambers is the wife of Sheriff Al Chambers in the movie Psycho. She is a calm, intelligent, and compassionate woman. Mrs. Chambers always stood behind her husband to support him at work, and she had a special acumen in recognizing unusual things. With her gentle appearance and warm voice, she easily creates trust from those around her. In the film, she helps Lila Crane learn about Norman Bates and his mother, showing her care and kindness. Lurene Tuttle is a talented actress, known for her diverse acting abilities and distinctive voice. She has had a brilliant career in radio, television, and film. However, in her final years, Lurene faced cancer. She underwent many treatments, including chemotherapy and radiation, but her condition did not improve. Even though I have to face a lot of pain and fatigue. She finally died on May 28, 1986, at the age of 78, in Los Angeles, California. John Gavin as Sam Loomis. John Gavin's portrayal of Sam Loomis in Psycho brought a sense of stoic determination and unwavering loyalty to the character. Sam was not just Marion Crane's boyfriend. He was a man driven by a deep sense of justice and a relentless need to uncover the truth, no matter the cost. His character, often overshadowed by the more dramatic roles in the film, provided a crucial balance, grounding the story in reality amidst the psychological horror. Gavin's performance was marked by a quiet strength, his tall and imposing stature giving Sam an air of authority and dependability. His interactions with other characters, particularly with Lila Crane, Marion's sister, showcased a man who was not easily rattled, even in the face of terrifying revelations. Sam's persistence and courage made him a hero in his own right, one who refused to give up even when the odds seemed insurmountable. Beyond Psycho, John Gavin's career spanned both the silver screen and public service. His roles in films like Spartacus and Imitation of Life showcased his versatility as an actor, able to convey deep emotion and complex character traits. Off-screen, Gavin was known for his intelligence and diplomacy, qualities that led him to serve as the United States ambassador to Mexico under President Reagan. This transition from Hollywood to diplomacy highlighted Gavin's ability to excel in diverse fields, earning him respect in both arenas. In his later years, Gavin faced a battle with leukemia. Despite the toll it took on his health, he remained a figure of dignity and resilience, spending his final days surrounded by the love and support of his family and friends. Even as his strength waned, Gavin's spirit remained unbroken, a testament to the same resolve that defined his life and career. He passed away on February 9, 2018, at the age of 86, leaving behind a legacy of both cinematic and diplomatic achievements.
Martin Balsam as Detetive Milton Arbogast.
Martin Balsam brought the character of Detective Milton Arbogast to life in Psycho with a performance that was both compelling and nuanced. Arbogast was a seasoned private investigator, known for his sharp intellect and unyielding determination. He had an innate ability to read people and situations, which made him a formidable force in his line of work. Arbogast's calm and composed demeanor, paired with his professional approach, often put those around him at ease, creating an atmosphere of trust and safety. This made his sudden and violent death at the hands of Norman Bates all the more shocking and tragic. Beyond Psycho, Martin Balsam enjoyed a distinguished career in both film and television. He was known for his ability to portray a wide range of characters, from stern authority figures to sympathetic everymen. His versatility as an actor earned him numerous accolades, including an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor for his role in 8,000 Clowns. In his later years, Balsam underwent multiple surgeries and treatments related to heart problems, yet he remained resilient and continued to work whenever possible. Despite his efforts to maintain his health, the strain eventually took its toll. Martin Balsam passed away on February 13, 1996, at the age of 76, in Rome, Italy. Francis de Sales as Deputy District Attorney Alan Dietz. Alan Dietz is the Deputy District Attorney in the movie Psycho. He is an intelligent, decisive man and has a high sense of responsibility. Dietz always sought truth and justice, not afraid to face difficult situations. With his calm demeanor and sharp analytical ability, he has helped solve many complex cases. In the film, Dietz participated in the investigation of the murders at the Bates house, showing his dedication and determination in protecting justice. Francis de Sales is a veteran actor with a long career, lasted for many decades. He has starred in many popular movies and TV shows, including a role in Psycho. During the last years of his life, Francis faced cardiovascular and respiratory problems. He underwent many surgeries and treatments, but his health continued to decline. Finally, Francis de Sales passed away on September 25, 1988, at the age of 76. John McIntire as Sheriff Al Chambers. John McIntire's portrayal of Sheriff Al Chambers in Psycho was a masterclass in understated authority. As the small-town sheriff, Chambers was the embodiment of law and order, a man who took his responsibilities seriously and was committed to protecting his community. McIntire brought a quiet strength to the role, portraying Chambers as a cautious and methodical lawman who valued reason and due process above all else. His serious demeanor and professional conduct made him a reassuring presence, someone the townspeople could rely on in times of crisis. John McIntire's performance in Psycho was just one highlight in a career that spanned decades. He was a familiar face to audiences, known for his roles in westerns and dramas where he often played characters of authority, sheriffs, judges, and military men. His deep, gravelly voice and commanding presence made him a natural fit for these roles, and he brought a sense of authenticity to every character he portrayed. In his later years, McIntire faced significant health challenges, including cardiovascular and respiratory issues. Despite these struggles, he remained active in his career for as long as his health allowed, a testament to his enduring passion for acting. However, his condition eventually worsened, and John McIntire passed away on January 30, 1991, at the age of 83. Vaughn Taylor as George Lowry. George Lowry is the owner of the real estate office Lowry Real Estate, where Marion Crane and Caroline work. He is a middle-aged man, serious and responsible. Lowry always cares about his work and his employees, but is also very cautious and not easily fooled. When Tom Cassidy brings in a large sum of money to buy real estate, Lowry feels uneasy leaving the money in his office and asks Marion to deposit it in the bank. However, when Marion disappeared with the money, Lowry became worried and confused, not knowing what to do next. He is a good boss, but also very strict and always puts the company's interests first. Vaughn Taylor is a veteran actor with a career spanning decades. He has starred in many popular movies and TV shows, including Cat on a Hot Tin Roof and Psycho. In his later years, Vaughn faced cardiovascular and spinal problems. He underwent many surgeries and treatments, but his health continued to decline. Finally, Vaughn Taylor passed away on April 26, 1983, at the age of 72. Frank Albertson as Tom Cassidy. Tom Cassidy is a rich man who appears at the beginning of the movie Psycho. He was the one who bought a property worth $40,000 as a wedding gift for his daughter. Cassidy is a party animal and a bit of a womanizer, and doesn't hesitate to flirt with Marion Crane at the real estate office. With a liberal and somewhat carefree personality, Cassidy did not realize the danger of leaving such a large amount of money in the office, leading to Marion stealing this money. Frank Albertson is a veteran actor with a career spanning from the 1920s to the 1960s. He has participated in many famous films and is known for his roles in It's a Wonderful Life and Psycho. In his later years, Frank faced heart-related problems. He underwent many surgeries and treatments, but his health continued to decline. Finally, Frank Albertson died in his sleep at his home in Santa Monica, California, on February 29, 1964, at the age of 55. Ted Knight as policeman. The policeman character played by Ted Knight in the movie Psycho is a police officer on duty to protect Norman Bates' prison cell. He is serious, careful, and always follows the rules. With a professional demeanor and sharp eyes, he easily recognizes unusual signs and is always ready to take action to protect order. This character not only represents the law but also a symbol of safety and order in society. Ted Knight, real name Tadeusz Władysław Konopka, is an actor famous for his humorous and full of roles. Personality. He has won many prestigious awards, including 2 Emmys for his role on The Mary Tyler Moore Show. However, in his final years, Ted faced cancer. He underwent many treatments, including chemotherapy and radiation, but his condition did not improve. Even though he faced a lot of pain and fatigue, Ted maintained his optimism and continued working until he couldn't anymore. He finally died on August 26, 1986, in Pacific Palisades, California, at the age of 62. Mort Mills as Highway Patrol Officer. The Highway Patrol Officer character played by Mort Mills in the movie Psycho is a highway patrol police officer. He is serious, careful, and always follows the rules. With sharp eyes and a professional demeanor, he easily recognizes unusual signs from the driver. When he met Marion Crane on the road, he was suspicious and followed her, showing her sharpness and high sense of responsibility at work. This character not only represents the law but is also a symbol of safety and order on the highway. Mort Mills, real name Mortimer Morris Kaplan, is a talented actor with a career spanning decades. He has appeared in more than 150 films and television shows, best known for his roles in westerns and detective films. In his later years, Mort faced heart-related problems. He underwent many surgeries and treatments, but his health continued to decline. Finally, Mort Mills died on June 6, 1993, at the age of 74, in Ventura, California. Sam Flint as County Sheriff. The County Sheriff is a supporting character in the movie Psycho, representing law and order in the area. He is a calm, careful man with a high sense of responsibility. With a stern demeanor and sharp ability to analyze situations, the county sheriff always finds ways to protect his community. He has the ability to make the right decisions in difficult situations and always puts the interests of the people first. In the movie, although he only appeared briefly, the county sheriff left a strong impression with his professionalism and determination. Sam Flint is a veteran actor with a career spanning decades. He has participated in many famous movies and TV shows. In his later years, Sam faced cardiovascular and respiratory problems. He underwent many surgeries and treatments, but his health continued to decline. Finally, Sam Flint passed away on October 17, 1980, at the age of 97. John Anderson as California Charlie. California Charlie is a supporting character in the movie Psycho, who is a used car salesman. He is an agile, skillful man and has the ability to persuade customers skillfully. With his friendly appearance and confident demeanor, Charlie easily creates trust from customers. However, he is also very sharp and can recognize unusual signs from his customers. In the movie, when Marion Crane came to buy a car, Charlie quickly realized her anxiety and haste, but still decided to help her without asking too many questions. John Anderson is a veteran actor with career lasted many decades. He has starred in many popular movies and TV shows, including a role in Psycho. In his later years, John faced cardiovascular and respiratory problems. He underwent many surgeries and treatments, but his health continued to decline. Finally, John Anderson died on August 7, 1992, at the age of 69, in Sherman Oaks, California. Don Ross as Mechanic. The mechanic character played by Don Ross in the movie Psycho is a mechanic who works at a gas station near Bates Motel. He was a hard-working, dedicated man with excellent vehicle repair skills. With a strong appearance and confident demeanor, Mechanic is always ready to help customers who have problems on the road. He has a special love for work and always tries to complete his tasks well. In the movie, although he only appeared briefly, Mechanic left an impression with his dedication and enthusiasm. Don Ross is a talented actor with a career that spans decades. He has starred in many popular movies and TV shows, including Psycho and The Twilight Zone. However, in his later years, Don faced cardiovascular and respiratory problems. He underwent many surgeries and treatments, but his health continued to decline. Finally, Don Ross passed away on January 15, 2011, at the age of 90, in Los Angeles, California. Alfred Hitchcock as man outside real estate office. Alfred Hitchcock, director of the movie Psycho, appeared in a brief but memorable cameo. He plays a man standing outside a real estate office, a small but interesting detail that his fans always look for in his films. With his calm demeanor and characteristic appearance, Hitchcock always knew how to create attention even if he only appeared for a few seconds. Alfred Hitchcock is one of the greatest directors in cinema history, known for his classic films and unique filmmaking style. However, in his later years, Hitchcock faced heart and kidney problems. He underwent many surgeries and treatments, but his health continued to decline. Finally, Alfred Hitchcock passed away on April 29, 1980, at the age of 80. George Eldredge as Police Chief James Mitchell. Police Chief James Mitchell is a supporting character in the movie Psycho. He is a serious, careful police chief who always follows the law. With a calm demeanor and sharp eyes, Mitchell easily recognizes unusual signs and is always ready to take action to protect the community. He is a person with a high sense of responsibility and always puts the interests of the people first. In the film, although he only appeared briefly, Mitchell left a strong impression with his professionalism and determination. George Eldredge is a veteran actor with a career spanning decades. He has participated in many famous movies and TV shows. However, in his later years, George faced cardiovascular and respiratory problems. He underwent many surgeries and treatments, but his health continued to decline. Finally, George Eldredge died on March 12, 1977, at the age of 78. Helen Wallace as hardware store customer. The hardware store customer character played by Helen Wallace in the movie Psycho is a customer at Sam Loomis's hardware store. She is an older woman, careful and meticulous. With her gentle appearance and gentle voice, she easily creates trust from those around her. In the film, she went to the store to buy insecticide and was very concerned about the medicine not causing pain to the insects, showing her compassion and concern for all living things. Helen Wallace is a veteran actress with a career spanning decades. She has starred in many popular movies and TV shows, including Psycho and The Twilight Zone. In her later years, Helen faced cardiovascular and respiratory problems. She underwent many surgeries and treatments, but her health continued to decline. Even though I have to face a lot of pain and fatigue. Finally, Helen Wallace died on December 17, 1970, at the age of 81, in Los Angeles, California. Frank Killmond as Bob Summerfield. Bob Summerfield is an employee at Sam Loomis's hardware store in the movie Psycho. He is a hard-working, honest man and always ready to help customers. With a friendly and approachable personality, Bob always creates trust from those around him. He has a special love for work and always tries to complete his tasks well. In the movie, although he only appeared briefly, Bob left an impression with his dedication and enthusiasm. Frank Killmond, real name Francis Xavier Killmond, is a talented actor with a career spanning many years. Decade. He has starred in many popular movies and TV shows, including Anatomy of a Psycho and Quincy, M.E. However, Frank had to deal with cancer. He underwent many treatments, including chemotherapy and radiation, but his condition did not improve. He finally died on April 17, 1992, in Woodland Hills, Los Angeles, California, in age 58. Robert Osborne as Man. The character Man played by Robert Osborne in the movie Psycho was a short but memorable cameo role. He appears as a man standing outside a real estate office, a small but interesting detail that fans of the film are always looking for. With his calm demeanor and characteristic appearance, Robert Osborne created a special highlight in the film. Robert Osborne is a famous film historian, author, and television host. He is best known as the host of the Turner Classic Movies, TCM, channel. In his later years, Robert faced many health problems, including heart failure. He underwent many surgeries and treatments, but his health continued to decline. Finally, Robert Osborne passed away on March 6, 2017, in New York City, at the age of 84. What do you think about the deaths of the actors in Psycho, and who do you miss the most among them? Leave your comments below and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell to see the latest videos.